俺の財宝か？欲しけりゃくれてやる。探せ！この世の全てをそこに置いてきた。
Yo guys, and welcome to this new video. So it looks like Oda decided to avoid the Luffy vs All-In fight, separating Luffy's development from Lin's movement in this Wano Arc, developing the situation towards a Big Mom-Kaido meeting, which was one of the possible outcomes I talked about in the video dedicated to the All-In vs Luffy fight. But before seeing all of that in detail, let me say that I publish new videos every week, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to always know when I upload something new. Alright, with that said, let's jump straight into it. So it looks like things went only partially as I predicted, because even if the first part of the duel with Luffy trying to understand and master Advanced Armament Haki, for example trying to stop Big Mom's non-hacked strikes, which wouldn't damage him because of his rubber body, and while defending himself by easily dodging the opponent's hits thanks to his speed, agility and observation haki. However, it looks like Oda decided not to go all the way through with both the fight and the haki training, even if in this context he still managed to evolve both Luffy's and Big Mom's conditions, with the first learning of a more advanced version of Flowing Sakura and the second finally regaining her memories. By the way, I think this new way of using Haki Yogoro revealed can be considered the true offensive power of Buso Shock. Indeed, the standard version Luffy learned during the training and the basic form of Flowing Sakura, consisting in a sort of armor of willpower surrounding the user, seem to be meant more to protect oneself rather than to attack others, which instead is of course the only purpose of the form described for the first time in this chapter. And it's very interesting to notice how apparently they are natural counters of each other. Indeed, protecting oneself with an armor of Haki seems to be the perfect way to defend oneself from a Haki attack meant to enter the opponent and destroy him from the inside, while at the same time striking in a way that bypasses the opponent's defenses to attack him from the inside seems a very efficient way to damage an opponent protecting himself with a strong Buso Shock armor. That is also probably how Kaido could so easily destroy Luffy's bound man with just one hit. Now, before making considerations about Big Mom's regained memories, I want to spend a couple of words on the mysterious man we see in the second section of Udon Prison, whose silhouette apparently corresponds to one of those shown when Hyogoro was talking about the former Yakuza bosses of the Wano country. This suggests these new characters will soon be involved in the plot, and it will be interesting to see how they will interact with Luffy and what will be their specific role in the next events of the arc. Events that with no doubts will at least in part revolve around Big Mom's recovered memory, which even if it was a possibility I predicted in the video dedicated to the fight, I certainly didn't expect it to happen this way. And in this context, I really appreciated not only how Oda gave the Yonko commander a sort of second opportunity to show he is worthy of his position, of his bounty and of our expectations about him, but also how this second opportunity was effective, which is again another demonstration of how in One Piece pure strength is not the determining element in fights, where victory can be achieved in multiple ways. In this case, Oda showed this balance with Queen perfectly reading the situation and adapting Big Mom's obsession for the Oshiruko to his knowledge about the structure of Don's prison and to the specific features of the animal he can transform into. Of course, all of this is true if we assume Big Mom lost her consciousness because of the impact with the Yonko commander's head. And I think the author drew things in that kinda ambiguous way because he didn't want us to think All-In could be defeated that easily, while at the same time he wanted that headbutt to be effective. In any case, what's sure is that this caused her memories to come back, and this will completely change, of course, the way she will relate to the other characters of the arc, to the Wano Kuni in general, and in this context, with Kaido still unaware of Kinemon's plan to assault Onigashima the day of the Fire Festival, it will be interesting to see how the interaction between the two Yonko, that will happen for sure at this point, will change the flow of the arc. For now, if we assume Kaido won't kill her, he will probably keep her in a Kairoseki cage in Onigashima. But if so, this development, together with Luffy's statement in Totland that he will defeat Lin Lin after Kaido, makes me think that her role will be frozen until the dragon is taken out by the Ninja Pirate Mink Samurai Alliance. In any case, we should always also consider the possibility that the Big Mom Pirates sooner or later will enter Wano Kuni too. And so all these elements create a wide range of possibilities, contributing to maintain the uncertainty typical of the One Piece plot. For what concerns instead Udon, there's no doubt the Luffy will quickly take control of the place, most likely continuing to practice with the flowing Sakura in its most advanced version while fighting the remaining members of the Beast Pirates Queen left there and that clearly are not at Mugiwara's level now that he is completely free. In this situation, of course, the prisoners will be freed and most of them will probably join the Ninja Pirate Mink Samurai Alliance. In this context, it would be probably very important the interaction with the other Yakuza bosses Yogoro mentioned in the previous chapters and the retrieving of the Nedai Kitetsu, the sword Luffy borrowed by Tenguyama Hitetsu, and that could in the end somehow reach Zoro. Another interesting element will be for sure Momonosuke's and O-Tama's roles in all of that. The first will be probably relevant in trying to convince as many prisoners as possible to join the Kozuki cause, while the Kibi Dango ability of the little girl from Amigasa village could allow to acquire new allies among the Kaido's gifters present in the prison, which would be very helpful not only in keeping the escape of the prisoners a secret from the higher ranks of the Beast Pirates and the rest of the country, but also in infiltrating Onigashima. In any case, now that Luffy is free, he finally has the chance to dedicate completely to his Advanced Armament Haki training, and with Kawamatsu, Yogoro and the other Yakuza bosses freed as well, he will have also plenty of training partners. To conclude, with the Udon situation almost stabilized, we can expect Oda to focus soon on other parts of Wano he left in a kinda precarious situation, as for example the Flower Capital after Yasuye's execution, which is clearly associated to Zoro's expected evolution in this arc. But until that happens, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, don't forget to leave a like, and make sure to watch also these other interesting videos. See you next time. Jane.